Welcome to Air Power with Kakra Baden, teaching the nations with signs and wonders. Kakra is the senior pastor of the Catch the Anointing Center, Accra, Ghana. Now, today's message. Welcome to today's broadcast. Kakra began an exciting message titled What Jesus Said About Fasting and Prayer. Yesterday, he explained that when we fast and pray, we must avoid the sin of self-righteousness. Today, he explains how this sin comes about. Let's join in.
What made this publican self-righteous? And if we examine it, maybe we can avoid it. Number one, his credentials. Tell somebody his credentials. When I say credentials, I am talking about your achievements. I am talking about your education. I'm talking about your experience. I'm even talking about your age. If you have credentials, you can easily be self-righteous. So this Pharisee, you see, when we say a Pharisee is not a small person. When Israel disobeyed God, they were taken into slavery. Now they were supposed to worship God only in Jerusalem and offer sacrifices. But if you are a slave in Babylon, how are you going to offer sacrifices? You can't. So they stopped the sacrifices because you can offer the sacrifice only at one place. That is why now even the Palestinians and the Israelis, they have a problem. Because where the temple stood, that the Jews are supposed to offer sacrifices, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, that's where it stands. If you go to Jerusalem, you see it there. So because they couldn't, they formed synagogues. The word synagogue means come together, just like a church. Ecclesia means the assembly. Synagogue means coming together. Sin means together. So they formed synagogues. But it was not for, a synagogue was not for sacrifice. It was for instructions, to give people instructions about the Pentateuch, which is from Genesis to Deuteronomy, the 5 books of Moses. Because Penta means 5. So the 5 books of Moses. So they created these synagogues. These synagogues were established by the Pharisees. They are the ones who built these churches. So in terms of credentials, when you come to building churches and advancing God's work, hey, the Pharisees are top. So in terms of pedigree, I mean, these are the guys who were teaching in the synagogues. And they believed in the law of Moses. So the man who was standing there praying, he was not a small man. You understand what I'm trying to say? He's not a small man at all. But before God, you can't go with these achievements. So, of course, when he saw the publicans were extortioners, corrupt people. That's why I say extortioners. They go around collecting money and taxes on behalf of Rome, and they have a percentage. And sometimes they will underdeclare the profits and pocket it. Now look at the Pharisees' credentials and look at the credentials of the publican. I mean, as I'm standing here, if you come here right now and you tell me that you are a thief and everything, and we are praying, of course I'll feel superior more than you. They were sinners. That's why it says, 2 men went into the temple to pray. One a Pharisee, the other a publican. So it starts with their credentials, who they were. It is a very big mistake to approach God with your credentials. Very big mistake. Because God is not impressed at all. So the first thing that makes us self-righteous is our credentials. And when you have credentials, it is easy to think that when you say something or you believe something, it's God. It is easy for me to believe that. It is easy for you to believe that when I say something, God is speaking. And when the security man says something, the devil is speaking. Credentials.
Thanks for tuning in. Today we learned that when we fast and pray, we must avoid the sin of self-righteousness which can come from our spiritual credentials. Join us again tomorrow for the continuation of this message. Before we go, here's a praise report to boost your faith. No more gallstones. Dear Kakra, I had gallstones and due to that I was in the hospital. I wrote you to pray for me and you sent me a recorded prayer. To the glory of God, I am totally healed. God be praised. Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you. Have you ever experienced periods in your life when you felt tired and disillusioned about the very things that used to excite you? It could be a marriage, a job, or your relationship with God. The daily grind of life can sap energy from your soul, mind, and emotions, leaving you depleted. Anything that expends energy needs to be recharged. Recharge your life with this exciting book by Kakrabaden, Energy Drink. It will keep you fired up to face each day with faith, hope, and love. You can order this book through the following means. Place your order on Facebook by posting "Order Energy Drink" in the comment section or message window. This book is also available as an ebook on Amazon Kindle or Kobo.com. We also deliver worldwide.